action. Hi.
We are.
I have a small handful of questions sort of on the heels of some things that have been brought up, and hopefully they bleed into each other. One of the things that came up was about people who come in the world, you know, different with autism or gay and that sort of thing. And I've gone through most of my life with the peanut gallery, family, friends, people, imposing onto me that because I have certain traits, that therefore I must be gay. And it comes up with girlfriends, it comes up with male friends, it comes up with all these people. I feel very rooted in who I am, and I don't go back and question or doubt and that sort of thing, but it feels like this, well, he does this, 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 and this, and so therefore he must be this way. And I don't feel like I really signed up to, like, be the unique square peg in the round hole type thing. So it's not really a goal of mine. I try not to push against it. I don't feel like I have a message to show people. But I'm trying to figure out what I have going on in my mix that since I was like 7 years old, it doesn't matter whether it's how I dress or talk or express myself or look or, I mean, I've heard 50 reasons why it must be true for me. And am I sure? And I bet there's people in the audience saying, he just doesn't know it yet. And I didn't think this was such a big deal, but as I heard it, it activated something in me. So I know I've got energy going about it. I don't in my day-to-day life give it attention, but I feel like it's constantly brought to my attention, even though I feel like I stand very confident with who I am. So,
well, we can pronounce to you and anyone who else who is listening that you are not gay. However, the predominant, you describe the various symbolic or traits that people use that make them come to that conclusion, and we want to say that at the heart of all of those is something that you have going on, which is uniqueness. Right. In other words, marching to the beat of your own drum, and that's what they're sensing from you: an aloofness, a detachment from their opinions. When you say, "I'm sure of who I am," you see, that's one of the things. Now, think about what we were talking about earlier about people who are gay or people who are artistic. There are a lot of different categories that we could have the same conversation about. What they have that so many people don't have is an inherent beingness that cannot be dissuaded by the opinions of others. So when you have this beingness that is not easily dissuaded, they're picking up on that the same way that they pick up on it in other ways. In other words, you could have fun with it. You could say, well, it is a well-known fact that those who are gay have really good taste, and right. I've got that. And it is a well-known fact that they are
I can
generally
help you with that. Yeah.
More artistic, and I've got that. And then pronounce to them, if you have any real desire in helping them understand anything, you know what I think you're sensing in me? My utter lack of concern or regard for your opinions. And they seem to have to learn it for survival. I was just born with it.
When a girlfriend wants the security of knowing that I'm not going to abandon her and switch the other direction, it goes like a little deeper than that, or it gets written off as, oh well, he's able to dance, he can sing, he can play, and that's just because he's gay. It's like I get written off for something that I'm not, and it. Anyway,
anyone who's writing you off for superficial reasons
right.
is not the in the vortex person you're looking for anyway. In other words, when you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and therefore radiating this aura that they want to categorize in some other way, and then they use their misperception as their reason to question, what you want to say to them is, you got to come into the vortex where I am to know who I am. And if you're not in the vortex where I am, now these are strong words and you probably don't want to use them, but it would be fair in the area that we're talking about here to say back to them is you just got to come where I am to know who I am. And if you've got questions, that's all right. It just means we're not vibing on the same wavelength,
right.
Which means that's not the basis of a good relationship anyway. And then you could say the same thing to them that gay people mean and that autistic people mean. I was not born to give you a reason to continue the perpetuation of your conditional love. That's what they're actually saying. They're actually saying, I need you to fit the conditions that I need you to fit in order for me to feel secure. Right. And what you want to say is, it's not my job. It's not my job to give you the reasons to feel secure. It's your job to find the reasons to feel secure.
Yeah.
And in that way, I am so gay.
Cool.
But don't say that to them.
Right.
It'll set you way back from where you want to be. But you really don't want to make headway with those that you're not really a vibrational match to.
Right, yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
And someday, what's in this vibrational reality, someday, in fact, it could be today for as many of you as choose, it will matter not at all what your sexual persuasion is, what your political persuasion is, what your religious persuasion is. Yeah. In other words, you are just the unique being that has evolved from all that you are, and there you stand, the culmination of all that you've become, with no separation between you and you, radiating out to the world.